You know something? I've been thinking to myself, I was like, I've been through a whole lot. I've been through a whole lot to become the man that I am today. But I haven't shared too many tips on what helped me become who I am today as a man. I was like, let me make a video about it. So today I'm going to be giving you 10 tips on how you can become your best self as a man. And these tips are things that I wish I've known whenever I was younger in my early 20s. I didn't have any OGs to really tell me and put me on game, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I want to tell you all. Share it with your friends, share it with your homeboys, your bros, your boys, because these things will help you out for sure. If you're a lady watching this channel, you know what I'm saying? Send it to some of your male friends. Send it to whoever you need to send it to. And some of these probably can help you as well. So don't feel like you're not included in this video. Some of these can be applied to women as well. First tip I would say is grooming. Now, I don't know where this stereotype came from where men are thinking that women want these cavemen, not groomed men, you know what I'm saying, walking up to them saying, hey, how you doing? Nah, man, you gotta come correct these days. Your grooming gotta be on point. So, if you got hair, make sure your hair taped up, lined up. Make sure you're getting a haircut every 2 weeks. If you got the money every week, you know what I'm saying, especially if you out and about in these streets and you out and about and you dating and stuff, you got to be fresh. Make sure that you get the essentials that you need. So just in case you're not going to the barbershop every week or every other week, you have the essentials you need. This is where a razor will come into effect, even though I don't use razors. But some clippers, so you can line yourself up, line your beard up. Oh, and if you have a beard, make sure you keep your beard groomed. You don't need no snacks left over from last week in there, chips, food, dip, whatever you be eating, crab leg bits. Like, you don't need none of that in your beard, dog. So make sure that your beard is fresh, moisturized. You're using great beard product. I have so many beard products I can recommend, but we'll talk about that in another video. Now, when it comes to grooming, I'm not just talking about, your face. Like, you need to make sure you're taking your showers daily. You need to make sure that your body odor is a good scent. And those things come into play when you start thinking about like your habits, your healthy habits. What are you eating? What are you putting in your body? Are you drinking your water? What scents are you using as far as like your colognes and things of that nature, which, I'm gonna have a video about that too, because I got a whole bunch of colognes I could recommend to you guys too. But hey, grooming is number one. Number two is fashion. Now, early on in my 20s, I probably wasn't the most fashionable. I will tell you that. I ain't know what the hell I was wearing. I had all kind of stuff wearing whatever, you know what I'm saying, thinking it was cool. But when it comes to fashion, I don't want you to think that you have to have designer everything, that you have to have these labels on. And if you've been following my channel for a while, I'm very simple when it comes to my living, when it comes to what I wear, things that I buy. So I'm a very simple person when it comes to wardrobe. This right here, this jacket, I got this for Abercrombie. I got this shirt. This is just a regular old t-shirt. I got some jeans on, light wash jeans for Abercrombie. Throw some sneakers on with it. I'm good. I'm not really wearing any heavy designer all the time. So I don't want you to think that you have to have this immaculate designer wardrobe in order for, you to look good. You know what I'm saying? You could honestly, I can go to Target right now, pick you out an outfit, and you be fresh for going into the office, going to class, going on a date. Like, I could find some cops, bro. When you think about your fashion, don't think that you have to wear these over-the-top labels to prove who you are as a man, as far as like your status, how much money you make. Allow your actions and allow your intrinsic things to show who you are and what your character is. Number three is attitude. So when you start to grow up and you start to live through these experiences, you develop an attitude, you develop a demeanor. So as a man, you kind of want to stay cool, calm, and collected. You don't want to be this hothead. You don't want to be the man that's always getting into fights. You don't want to be the guy that's always loud. You don't want to be the guy that's considered rude and obnoxious. Like, you want to make sure your attitude is, something that makes people want to gravitate towards you, makes people want to have a conversation with you, want to make sure people feel comfortable around you. When you're younger, you don't really care too much about your attitude, right? You could just be out and about, somebody do something to you, you hot, you heated. You know what I'm saying? You drive and somebody cut you off, you bam, bam, bam. Like, nah, man, like, you don't have to do all that. Stay cool, calm, and collected, and keep your attitude on check, because men that can keep their attitude in check it takes a lot of discipline and it takes a lot of strength. If you just go off the dome whenever something hit the fan and you going off and things like that, that means you can't control your emotions. And as a man, you have to be able to control your emotions, especially with the situations that you're going to be placed in as a man, especially as a black man. Number 4 is confidence, guys. I cannot stress this enough because when I was younger on, I didn't have the best confidence, and that's due to a whole lot of things that I could talk about. So develop your confidence on, just you knowing who you are, what you like, what you're into. You standing 10 toes down on your standards, on your values as a man. That helps you with your confidence. Building your confidence will show in so many areas of your life, especially as you go throughout your 20s, you get in your 30s, like throughout the rest of your life. The more you can be confident and confident in your ability and yourself, the better opportunities you will start to receive. And that's with women, that's with jobs, that's with, brands, that's with friends. Like, people like to be around confident people. One thing I love to say is you don't have to be the loudest person in the room to show that you're confident. Sometimes the best confidence is through silence and listening. It's like you knowing that you're in a space and you knowing who you are. You don't need to do all this for attention. You don't need to have all these things for people to look at you. You can just come in due to your demeanor, due to how you present yourself, how you walk, how you talk, and it shows that you're confident. Now, don't confuse confident with being cocky and arrogant. Like, you want to steer away from that, but you want to show that you have a nice presence about you due to your confidence. And your confidence will always help you in relationships. It will help you with your job. It will help you with developing long-lasting friendships. It will help you with networking. But you have to believe in who you are as a man with everything that you do in life. If you do not believe in yourself and you do not believe in your ability as a man, that's you lacking confidence. And I will tell you this one thing. Women can smell a man who is not confident. If you want to talk to that girl, go talk to her. You want to slide in some DMs, go DM. Don't beat around the bush, go straight at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, show that you're confident, and you'll be happy whether you talk to her, you'll be happy whether she don't reply. You move about it, you don't dwell on it, you move on to the next. Number 5 is having standards. I could talk about having standards all day because a lot of people confuse standards with expectations, but those are two different things. When it comes to standards, always stand 10 toes down on your standards and what you set out for yourself, and don't flex, and you don't have to be telling everybody what your standards are and things of that nature. It's always good to just keep that as a mental note in your head when you're conversing with women, conversing with other people, networking. Understand what your standards are in all areas of life: friends, relationships, networking, jobs, careers, whatever it is. You have to have standards, and a man with standards is also a man that can easily come up with a plan. Number 6 is being yourself, guys. You have to be yourself, man. I can't stress this enough either. There's been so many times in my younger years where I conformed to being who somebody wanted me to be, who my friends wanted me to be, who my girlfriend wanted me to be, who they wanted me to be at the job. And I wasn't being myself. I wasn't walking in my true authenticity. That is going to be big for your mental. Because if you're walking around as a man and you're not being who you say you want to be for yourself, and you find yourself in the cycle of trying to conform to what others want or what others see for you, or doing things that others do, or doing things that you haven't thought about, you're just doing it because a group is doing it, you then find yourself in a space where you feel down, you feel depressed. Those things are things that you can fix on your own. It's all about doing what makes you happy. It's all about doing things the way that you want to do them without much influence. You know what I'm saying? There's such things as positive influence and people that can help drive you. And I think that's what my channel is for. It's not for you to mimic me or do the same exact thing, but I want to help drive you to a decision, help drive and help you come up with your own plan. But maybe seeing me doing some of these things, it can help you come up with an idea, not wanting you to mimic everything that I do. So it's the same when it comes to like influence with your friends, influence with your job, influence with your organizations and communities. Like, you want to use those to help formulate like an opinion, to help you guide yourself into a certain direction, but you don't use those to make your decisions for you. Take time to look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I know about myself. And this is what I know I want to do. And you have to walk on that. And again, stand 10 toes down on that. Don't flex, because when you start to get outside of yourself, that's when you start to lose yourself and not feel like, you're destined to be. Also, being yourself, you're showing up authentically in every space that you're in. You're not tailoring how you act when you're around your coworkers. You're not tailoring how you act when you're around a girl, and then when you get comfortable with them, you show them a new side. Like, then they're gonna be like, well, where did this come from? You know what I'm saying? So you want to showcase the most authentic you at all times. That way you don't have to switch up and conform and be something you're not. Number 7 is physical appearance. Now, I'm not saying you have to be the most jacked. You have to be 230 pounds full of muscle. I'm not saying all that, because I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a slim guy. You know what I'm saying? But I try to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do to stay in my figure. Whether that's running some, cycling, going to the gym, staying active. Also, when it comes to physical appearance, it's not just the going to the gym, running and stuff like that. It's also making sure that, again, you're groomed well, you're going to the dentist, you're getting your teeth cleanings, you're going to the doctors, you're getting your checkup, like, you're doing all of that stuff. All that helps when it comes to your physical appearance, but don't let it run away from you and get away from you. Always keep that at the forefront as well. Number 8 is respect. Respect will take you so far in life, and it's one of the main things that most men stand on. If you ever realize, like, men that other men idolize or men that people look up to, it's because of respect. People respect them. Women respect them. Men respect them. They stand on their principles. They're doing things that are respectable. Those things will help take you a long way, because if you can gain that respect from others, if you respect yourself, you know what I'm saying? If people respect you for what you do in the community, how you perform at the job, what you do in your organizations, if you gain that respect, you will feel better as a man, and people in those spaces will treat you as such. It kind of helps you become your best self when you're respected. You don't just chase things just to get respect. You chase the things that you want to go 100% at, you want to make a difference in, and you actually make that difference, and in return, you get the respect. You go about it wrong when you're just chasing things just to get respect. Oh, I want to be president because I'm going to get respect. Oh, I want to be in the FBI because it's an authority figure and I'm going to get respect. It's cool to do those things, but if you're just doing it just for the respect, that's not the way to go about it. And last but not least, I couldn't end it here without saying, be a man of your word. And I've always been a man of my word. I've always said my word is my bond. If I say it, I'm going to do it. And that's just it. I'm not about to lie and try to make it seem like I'm something that I'm not. Always stand 10 toes down on your word, because your word is your bond, and your word will take you far. And your word is something that a lot of people will believe before they actually see the action. When you say something, you do it, whether that's with your lady, your relationship, you know what I'm saying, your partners, your homeboys, organizations. Like, when you say you gonna volunteer, you show up early. Hold up, that was 9, wasn't it? I ain't even said my 10th one. I'm sorry, I said that was the last one. That ain't the last one. This is the last one. My last one for you all, the 10th one, is be selfish with your time. This will help you become your best self as a man when you realize how valuable, how precious your time is. There's going to be one day a woman try to waste your time. That's just plain and simple. Not all. Some women will. Friends will waste your time. Your job might waste your time. Things will waste your time, but you have to stand 10 toes down on you knowing time is your value. And time is not on your side. Time will keep ticking. Time is going to keep going. You don't have all the time in the world. Always value your time. Don't play with it. Don't let nobody play with it. Be organized. Schedule your time as much as you can and make use of your time, because we're not here forever, you know what I'm saying? And you want to knock out your goals and you want to do all these great things, you need time. You need time. And if you got people out here wasting your time, You not only waste your time, other people waste your time. So where your time going? It's been several times back in my early 20s. I wasn't cognizant of my time. I'd probably be further than what I am now if I would have been worrying about my time. And I'm like, yo, I need to be on this. But actually, I wouldn't think about time. I wasn't thinking about time at all. I was like, don't be like that, man. And I learned the hard way. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to learn the hard way as well. I want y'all to learn the easy way. I want y'all to learn through experience, through me, through what I say, and experiences of other men and things like that. Because we don't talk like that. We gotta talk more. We gotta chop it up, shoot the breeze, share the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's the purpose of this channel, to help you all out, share the knowledge. And, I want y'all to learn through me, my mistakes. And, I hope my advice is helping you all. I hope my advice is something that you can take on with you to share to other people as well. Because at the end of the day, you want to be the best person you can possibly be. And that's what I'm continuing to strive to do every single day. And I hope you are too.